Out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So Kansas State's offense will take the first swing of the game. And here he is, guys. Anytime he takes the field, he is in complete control of this offense.
And David, he gives defensive coordinators nightmares because of his ability. They're going to have a hard time slowing him down.
No, he just doesn't have those weaknesses, those flaws, the whole playbook available, and he is a dude.
Oh, look out, there he goes. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generate a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Baldridge. Throws for the tight end. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Trying to get to him. On the run, still looking. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
In plus territory, not really much of a decision to make there. They had to go for it, and it paid off.
Yeah, they know points are going to be at a premium in this game, so they're going for it here, no doubt. Nice job picking up the first and now putting a lot of pressure on this defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one, too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12, wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
What a play by the defense. With their backs against the wall in a goal line type situation, they're able to force a fumble and jump on it. That is how you change momentum in a game.
First down for this offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. This guy runs with some attitude, discarding tacklers, and works his way to the 19. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. To the ground with the back. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. The Tigers get it past the sticks.
Well, we knew coming into this game that field position was going to be massive. They had their backs against the wall in their own opening drive, but a really nice job there on the run, 3rd down, getting some breathing room, moving the sticks.
On first down from their own 22. Leaves it with the back. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Glover. Fires to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job.
Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Kansas State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. They're just about ready to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Running back searching for a hole.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking for a man, it's Glover. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. Guys, it's Kansas State who carries the lead into the quarter break. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Kansas State will have to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up?" Come on, get on the ball, David.
No, that's not what he said. He said, you're doing a great job. Just keep your head up. Yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football ball. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Holds and fires complete to the right. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking for room. It's Roberts. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These little guys that they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin him back deep in their own end. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, bro.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Fast motion from the offense. He wants to throw. Quickly complete. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Baldridge. He tries to take the top off. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And this veteran quarterback just overshot his man that time.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
On third down, he drops to throw. He lets it fly. Makes the grab inside the 30. Speeding down the left side. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Tigers. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide-open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Afterburners coming. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
I love this play call. You want to get your playmakers the football in space. What a creative way. This little kind of push pass by the quarterback. Get into the receiver's hands quickly and let him go make yards.
Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Wants to throw on first down. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass, it's Baldridge. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
They were on the move, but two straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. A shot toward the end zone. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Pulls it in. It's Roberts. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. He's got his man, makes the grab. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. A high kick trying to pin them deep. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick.
Fires the pass, intercepted. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
That's a good decision by the quarterback. I know that's not going to come up on the stat sheet, but you're in the pocket, nobody's open. Don't risk turning it over. Just throw it away.
Looking to throw, it's Glover. It's complete to the left. Still on his feet at the 45. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. Pocket starts to collapse. Just threw that one way too far. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On second down, he'll fire. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half.
And it's blocked. He's got it, and he can go with it. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. They'll be able to snap it one more time. Let's see how aggressive they are on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll throw it on 1st down. He's going for it all. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. Kansas State will kick it off to start things in the second half. He'll start the return inside his spot. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally. It's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll go right back to the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Missouri comes to the line with another first down. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Missouri will snap it in the red zone. The play action fake. Dumps it to the back. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect them to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And they corral him at the 2-yard line.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive.
Touchdown, Missouri! And that one will give them the lead.
And these are the plays that you look back on tape, and everybody's like, nice work, nice toughness, QB. To stand in there, know you're going to get blasted, and hold onto the ball until the guy comes open, feed him, and get the 6.
Direct snap. He finds the end zone for the 2, and now the lead is 7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
21, Kansas State, 14.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes the offense on 1st down. They'll give it on the counter. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Baldridge. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. He's got his man. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the 1st, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the 1st down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. And he makes the catch inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Kansas State. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. It's a draw. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Slips through the line. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. Looking to throw, it's Baldridge. Spits it out to the back. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes.
Touchdown, Wildcats! And they've moved out front here in the fourth. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable evidence, and the officials will change the call. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Man, that is so good. There's not a lot of room to work over there on the sideline in the end zone, but he was able to control his body, catch the football, make sure he had a foot down inbounds. It doesn't get any better than that.
Headed to the end zone. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now first and goal. And this offense can just about taste taking the lead in the fourth quarter, but you do want to be careful not to score too quickly. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Kansas State. They've got the lead here in the fourth. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the heels.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Glover. It's complete on the right side. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll throw it on first down. Got his man quickly. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
I love quarterbacks that are decisive and that put the mustard on the passes. When you need to put the ball on a line in a hurry with some extra hot sauce, you have to do it. Good job by the quarterback understanding zone and hitting that curve.
Pulls it in. Ball down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Boy, was he well protected. Finally lets one go to the left. And that pass picked off. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. Here's the handoff. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. They want that clock to run. Smashes through. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Using his legs, it's Landry. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. To throw, it's Baldridge. They're trying to get to him. He'll pull it down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the fourth quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Just a couple of inches to go. If they move the sticks here, they've probably moved the game into the win column. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And the Wildcats pick up the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with